Hello and welcome to ManUtd fans in the West. This is Neil again, and we have the post-match analysis for Manchester United versus Newcastle game. 4-1, Manchester United 4, Newcastle 1. What a game. We started the game in one of the worst ways we possibly could have. Luke Shaw's own goal, it was actually nobody's fault. I couldn't really blame Luke Shaw for it. I guess it's a defender's instinct to go for the ball. David De Gea had no chance to save that, nobody else did, so it was a pretty bad start, but we shook it off. It was a good game, so the players didn't give up after that, and finally we got the goal, but it was ruled for offside. But that's one of the positive signs we saw during this match, the link up between Mata and Bruno Fernandes. They were really good between themselves. We saw those one-touches plays, and I think this is something we could look into going future, the link up between Mata and Bruno. Anyway, so the goal was disallowed, then we went on to score. I thought at one point Newcastle is going to score in like 80th minute or 85th minute and we won't have any time to get back into the match. Fortunately, their team somehow just couldn't keep up with us, and when Donny van der Beek came on, that was such a nice and big, refreshing substitution. He just lifted the whole mood on the pitch, and Manchester United just cruised to a 4-1 win finally. Rashford, amazing performance, his goal, his link-ups, his runs. So one of the first things I'd like to talk about is Maguire's performance today. So after what he has been facing in the last couple of weeks, even before then, coming back from Greece, the incident in Greece, he hasn't been himself. Today he showed leadership skills. His performance was incredible. He was there heading the ball, clearing out the ball. He was even blocking on the channels, right position, right time, whether to go forward or not, because in the England game where he got a red card, we saw his second yellow card is, yes, debatable, but the first one where he did get a yellow card, it was pretty bad challenge, and not to mention he was like literally on the halfway line of the pitch. As a central defender, what are you doing there? Anyway, so he knew his positions well today. The header goal was amazing. Mata's ball was excellent, to be honest. He utilized Mata's ball to the perfection and he got the goal back, and that just lifted the mood. So going into the match, one of the major threats were Saint-Maximin and obviously Callum Wilson. I think although Maximilian made some runs, tried to make some runs rather, he wasn't effective at all. He took that one shot that De Gea saved. He hurt himself eventually in the process, but De Gea looked fine in the end. But apart from that one good shot, he didn't really do anything. Callum Wilson's shot, that was one of the best saves of the season so far for De Gea, and he just shows glimpses of what he actually is, you know. That was one of the most crucial moments of the game as well. If that goal had gotten in, Newcastle 2, Manchester United 1, that would have been a disaster for us, and I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have been able to crawl back from there. And not only the save, but to crawl the ball out of there, out of the harm's way, and then Luke Shaw cleared it. That was something we expect from De Gea, to be honest, and it's very, very good to see him getting back to his best. Now, Bruno and Mata's link-up. I thought it was something that we haven't seen before, at least to that level. It was incredible. The one-touches, the passes between them, it was amazing. The first goal, which was disallowed for VAR, but it was one of the best link-up plays we have seen. Mata was controlling the right side, he came into the middle. Bruno was already running throughout the pitch, no doubt about that. To talk about a little more about Bruno, after 60th minute, I thought he showed glimpses of tiredness. His ball touches weren't that good, his passes went haywire. So I was a little disappointed. I thought Bruno maybe should be substituted, but definitely I was wrong. He changed the whole game. His goal, oof, what a goal that was. If you see the goal again replay, he was running around the channel and then he came inside and then he went outside, and Rashford had the presence of mind to actually play the ball to him, and the finish of Bruno was absolutely world class. Even in the end, Rashford's goal, they were just trying to make sure the 5 minutes are up and they just win the game. He didn't give up, he just stood there and he realized that Rashford's out there in the wings running, and that presence of mind, not only the presence of mind but to actually execute the idea, and he passed the ball to perfection. Rashford finished it well. Talking about Rashford, it was an amazing performance for him as well. Running through the channels, getting beyond the defense line, the link-up play between Shaw, Bruno and everything. It was an overall excellent performance. He also made some good recoveries. I thought he came back to support Luke Shaw a lot. That was good. He ran through the middle as well. So it was more of a very fluid performance from him. He also went into some good tackles. So I thought that was an excellent performance from Rashford. Not to mention the goal. It was a class finish. He did miss one goal which was offside, I guess, but that was a bad miss. But he more than made it up. Darren James looked very lively today. He was running throughout. Obviously his decision making isn't his strong suit, but he was there, he was trying to get beyond the defenders, linking up with Rashford, all that he was trying. One of the strong suits of Dan James is to run straight at the defender and then just cut inside and score a goal. He tried to do that a few times. He took the shot, it didn't go in, it was blocked, but at least he was making those direct runs towards the defenders. Speaking about Luke Shaw, I thought Luke Shaw was specifically instructed to move forward or go forward to make those forward runs. He made quite a few good runs. He was linking up with Rashford very well, with Dan James as well when James played on the left. So I think overall, defensively he didn't have much to do, but at least his positioning wasn't way off. He still needs to work on his defense, especially with Alex Telles on the bench. I thought he was ready to come on. We all could see that. Paul Pogba was absolutely disastrous. I mean, he came on and he straight away started losing the balls, giving away fouls in crucial positions. His hold-up play wasn't good. His passing was terrible, to be honest. He tried the long balls a few times, didn't work out well. He tried to hold up the ball was taken away from him. It was disastrous. I thought Pogba had absolutely no influence in that match whatsoever after coming on. The way Pogba lost the ball, I think it was 88th minute or something. Bruno played an amazing ball through the middle. Pogba was running through the middle, Bruno was on the left. He played the ball through the middle to him. All he had to do was just chip it over the defender and pass it to him. I'm not sure who was running through the right, but he just couldn't do that. Donny van de Beek, what an amazing performance. As soon as he came on, he changed the whole mood of the entire pitch. He was running, he was trying to get the balls, he was running after the ball, made some good recoveries, made some good passes, those tricks came into play. And I think Darren James' substitution was a very good tactical decision from Ole. Donny van de Beek coming in, I think that's what made the change to take the game from 1-1 draw to 4-1 win, comprehensive win. So Donny van de Beek's performance was amazing today. He needs to start. I'm not sure where he should start. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took a big risk today, starting McTominay and Fred in the middle. When I saw the lineup, I was like, is this gonna work? I was not sure at all, but fortunately it did work out. But I think going forward with the big games coming up ahead, Donny van de Beek needs to start. I would bench Pogba and just start Donny van de Beek. There's no doubt about that. Pogba at this moment, I don't think what he needs. Maybe he needs a couple of games off to settle his head or something. But Van de Beek is a breath of fresh air on that pitch, and I'm really eager to see him play. Talking about David De Gea, it was a crucial save. He didn't really had to make great saves throughout the match. He did make quite a few proper saves, no doubt about that, but that 50th minute save, wow, just wow, what a save. And as I said before, it's not about just saving the ball, that is keeping the ball out of the net, but to push it away from the goal towards safety. That was the most. Now that Henderson is in the team, I think he needed that competition, which is very good. I understand a football team needs to have those competitions inside the team to bring out the best from each player. So that's great to see. I really hope De Gea brings back the old De Gea. Bruno Fernandes, again, you just can't stop talking about this man, can you? Yes, he missed the penalty, of course, that's a sad part, but he more than made up for it throughout the match. His finish was absolutely world class. It was a tight angle to begin with, but then to finish in the top left corner, it was so amazing. His pass to Rashford at the end, I thought everybody had just given up. It was just about letting time run out, but he was aware of that. He knew Rashford was running, and to make that pinpoint pass, That's what we need him. Even though he's always going to score our assists, isn't he? He's going to add up the numbers. He's going to make sure his assist and goal tallies just keep going on and on. And that's all we can expect of him at this point because of what he's surrounded with. I mean, today him and Mata clicked really well, as we discussed, but it's not every day that's going to happen, right? So we are heavily reliant on Bruno Fernandes, and it's those moments. As I said, after 60th minute, I thought he was tired. He has played through the entire international break and the matches before that for the club. So I thought there was that tiredness, that a little bit of lag. His passes weren't as accurate and he was getting frustrated, but then he pulls off this brilliant goal and a brilliant assist, and you can't really complain, can you? So starting with the player ratings, firstly David De Gea. So my criteria is 6 is an average score. So we'll start off with David De Gea. David De Gea in goal, I would say 7.5. He did make that one save, that's like incredible, but apart from that he didn't really have much to do. So 7.5, a very good performance, no doubt about that. Wan-Bissaka on the right, first goal, yes. What a blast that was. Amazing performance. Defensively, I still thought he was out of position quite a few times, but then again his pace, he made up through it, his pace. So I would give him a 7. In central defense, Lindelof, I was expecting Bai to start, but I was shocked to see Lindelof starting. I'm not sure if it's for injury or just Bai was rested for the upcoming games. Either way, Lindelof did a decent job, so I'd give him a 6, average 6. Harry Maguire, I would give him an 8. A proper captain's performance. He was solid in the back, he was running through the middle, going forward, the goal he scored as an equalizer. Overall, an impressive performance, no doubt, and I hope he builds on this performance in future because we have very, very crucial games coming up ahead. Luke Shaw on the left, he made quite a few forward runs. His link up with Rashford or James was pretty good, so I think I'll give him a 7. Coming into the midfield, McTominay and Fred did a good job. I felt sorry for Fred, he had to come off, but he was doing a good job. McTominay did a good job. His long passing was pretty good. He was on the right on most of the sides, and his long passes to Shaw on the left was pretty accurate. I like that. I think both Fred and McTominay gets a 7. They were stable. They didn't make any rash decisions. They were taking care of the midfield, the Newcastle midfield. Nothing really came to them. I think the only threat Newcastle had today was John Shelby. Apart from that, they had really nothing. Going forward, Bruno Fernandes is the man of the match for me. It's a 9. Hands down, one of the best players in our team right now. He's performing day in and day out, isn't he? Even when he's tired and he's not making, he can't really make those good passes, he still does something, and he's gonna pull one out of nothing actually, and then it's a goal or an assist. So yes, Bruno Fernandes is the man of the match for me with a 9 rating. On the left, I think James started pretty well. He kind of faded off in the second half, but he started well. He was running direct to the defense. I like that. I think I'll give him a 6.5. He was a little, that 0.5 more than average is because of his desire to go forward, I guess. On the right, Mata, it was an influential performance, no doubt about that. His link up with Bruno was crucial at times. He understood the game well. He made sure the passes went well. Mata isn't the prime Mata anymore. There's no doubt about that. But still, these matches are where we need him to break into the defense, go forward. He played really well. I think 7.5. Then obviously Marcus Rashford, amazing performance. It's 8.5 for me. Not quite to the level of Bruno, I think, but he made all those runs. He must have had tired legs because he did play through the international break. For the substitutes, Donny van der Beek gets an 8 from me. It was a very crucial, and I applaud Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for that. That was a very crucial substitution. For me, Donny van der Beek gets an 8. Paul Pogba, it's a tight one. I think 6. I like the fact that he was dropped from starting 11. I have no issues with that. I really think he needs to sit out for at least a couple of games. So that's it, guys. This is the post-match analysis for the Newcastle game. Hopefully you guys liked it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share it. And before we go off, I would really like to send my best wishes to Virgil van Dijk. From the reports, from what I heard, he's out for like 7 or 8 months. It's an ACL injury. Just on that a little, as much as I hate Liverpool as a Man United fan, but I don't want to see any player going off for that amount of injury over a tackle that was that horrific. That I don't know how Pickford stayed on the pitch. Apparently it was on offside, so foul didn't count or something, but that was a horrifying tackle and he shouldn't have been on the pitch. So thank you guys, that's it for today. Hope to see you soon.